The fee for adults to enter a botanical garden is yen, and that for children is 120 yen lower. What is the total fee for 2 adults and 3 children to enter the botanical garden? Since the question tells us that the fee for adults is yen, we can write that here. For children, however, the question only tells us that the fee is 120 yen lower. We can understand this to mean that the fee for children is 120 yen lower than yen. As an algebraic expression, this can be written as a minus 120. Since the question asks for the total fee for 2 adults and 3 children, the fee for 2 adults will be 2 times a, and the fee for 3 children will be 3 times the quantity a minus 120. Now, if we remove the multiplication signs, 2 times a becomes 2a. And 3 times the quantity a minus 120 becomes 3 times the quantity a minus 120 without the multiplication sign. Thus, the total fee for 2 adults and 3 children to enter the botanical garden is the fee for 2 adults, 2a, plus the fee for 3 children, 3 times the quantity a minus 120. And since the fee is an amount of money, we should write the units, which in this case is yen. Now let's simplify the expression. 2a is simply 2a. Bring the plus sign down. Now, removing the parentheses, we get 3a minus 360. Next, we combine like terms to get 5a minus 360. So the answer is 5a minus 360 yen. Since the word yen is not part of the expression, but only tells us the units of the expression, it is a good idea to separate it in some way. We can do this by putting parentheses around the word yen, as shown in the textbook. Or we can put parentheses around the expression itself, like this. I prefer this way because it clearly shows that the entire expression has the units of yen. You bought 20 candies, which were either 60 or 80 yen apiece. When you got X 60 yen candies, how much did you pay? First of all, you must know that the word apiece means each. So the price of each candy is either 60 yen or 80 yen. These are called unit prices. A unit price is the price of one item of a product. Now, here are the candies. They look delicious, don't they? The one on the left has a unit price of 60 yen, and the one on the right has a unit price of 80 yen. If you bought just one of each, the total price would be 140 yen. But you didn't buy just one of each. The question says that you bought 20 candies. This means that you bought some number of 60 yen candies and some number of 80 yen candies. So when it asks how much did you pay, it means how much did you pay for all 20 candies. The total amount paid for all 20 candies will be the total amount paid for all 60 yen candies plus the total amount paid for all 80 yen candies. The total amount paid for all 60 yen candies will be the number of 60 yen candies times the unit price of 60 yen candies. And the total amount paid for all 80 yen candies will be the number of 80 yen candies times the unit price of 80 yen candies. Since the candies on the left are 60 yen candies, that means their unit price is 60 yen. And since the candies on the right are 80 yen candies, that means their unit price is 80 yen. Next, let's focus on the number of candies. First, how many 60 yen candies did you buy? Well, that information is given in the question. It says you got X number of 60 yen candies. So let's include that in the expression. Now, how many 80 yen candies did you buy? That information is not given in the problem. But since we know that you bought a total of 20 candies, and X number of them were 60 yen candies, then the number of 80 yen candies must be 20 minus X. So, the algebraic expression for the total amount paid for all 20 candies is X times 60 yen plus the quantity 20 minus X times 80 yen. Now simplify this expression and give your answer using correct units. Please do this by yourself. Good luck!